It's going to be tacky as f. We've seen what he's done to the Oval Office of the White House. We know what Mar-a-Lago looks like. So yesterday it was officially revealed that Donald Trump plans to structurally alter the White House, add buildings to the White House complex to the tune of $200 million. 20% of $1 billion. Is it 20%? I think it's 20%, right? But apparently he's going to pay for it. Him and some rich buddies are going to pay for it, which is remarkable to me that they're still trying to make these claims and people are still falling for it. The press is still falling for it. I mean, Donald Trump said that in his first term, give me 2 weeks, we'll have a health care plan for you. 2 weeks later, 2 weeks, it'll be coming in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. For years, it was 2 weeks away. The infrastructure plan, the same thing. We're going to have a great infrastructure bill. Just wait, give me 2 weeks. It'll be coming in about 2 weeks. He didn't know anything about Project 2025. Nothing about it. We're not going to do anything with it. I disavow Project 2025. Yet here we are. And like 50% of it has been implemented. They said they were going to release the client list of Jeffrey Epstein. That didn't happen. There were going to be no cuts to Medicaid. Hands off Medicaid. No cuts to Medicaid. Then they passed the big bill. And of course, they cut Medicaid. They're liars. So when Donald Trump promises that he and some wealthy benefactors are going to donate the money, I got questions. I have doubts. And you should too. You shouldn't just take it at face value. Here's Karoline Leavitt saying that very thing, that it's going to be Donald Trump and donors covering this money, like Donald Trump is going to donate any money to something that does not benefit him. This is a legacy project, as they're calling it. That's going to be, obviously, you build a building, it stays on the complex of the White House. Donald Trump will not be able to enjoy it in another 3.5 years. So why would he put money? Donald Trump's not the kind of guy who plants a tree in which the shade from which he will not enjoy when he dies. Because a tree takes a long time. You know the parable or the saying. He's not the kind of guy he is. Here's Karoline Leavitt, and then we're going to talk a little bit about the construction and exactly what the plan is here for the ostentatious, gaudy, gold-ornamented ballroom at the White House.
The project will begin in September 2025, and it is expected to be completed long before the end of President Trump's term. President Trump and other donors have generously committed to donating the funds necessary to build this approximately $200 million structure. The United States Secret Service will provide the necessary security enhancements and modifications.
So it's not just Donald Trump and donors. President Trump and other donors have generously committed to donating the funds necessary to build this $200 million structure. This is they're committing to doing it. My prediction, mark it, put it in a bookmark, whatever. This isn't going to be the case. That there will be a large, more than $100 million that has to be funded by the United States taxpayer, by we the people, to pay for this thing that has been committed to be paid for by Donald Trump and other generous donors. There's also the little element there that she talks about the Secret Service. What'd she say? The Secret Service will provide 4 other enhancements. That means Secret Service means taxpayers, and provide for means pay for, fund out of the taxpayer dollars. I don't fundamentally have an objection to enhancing the White House complex. Whatever. But why lie about it? That's the question I have. Here's a headline from CNN. Construction on Trump's $200 million White House ballroom to begin in September. President Donald Trump has been envisioning a new ballroom on the White House campus for a decade and a half. Donald Trump, 15 years ago, was worried about the White House ballroom. It's a passion project, says CNN. His dream is about to become a reality. Construction will begin in September on a $200 million, 90,000 square foot ballroom, his press secretary announced Thursday, fulfilling a 15-year ambition by the president to construct an event space on the White House grounds that expands the building's entertainment capacity, but also resembles the gilded spaces of his private clubs. And that's the rub. I mean, that's the other element that I do object to, is that it's going to be tacky as fuck and gross and just as lack of taste exhibiting as any other thing that we see with Donald Trump. We've seen what he's done to the Oval Office of the White House. We know what Mar-a-Lago looks like. It's because he's a tacky freak. He has no taste. He has no style. He has no tact. There will be no subtlety in the design of this. And it's going to cost a bunch of money for future presidents to undo what's done. Renderings provided by the White House depict a vast space with gold and crystal chandeliers, gilded Corinthian columns, and a coffered ceiling with gold inlays, gold floor lamps, and a checkered marble floor. 3 walls of arched windows look out over the White House's south grounds, including a massive new flagpole that was another of Trump's additions to the historic compound. I always said I was going to do something about the ballroom because they should have one, Trump told reporters on Thursday. It'll be a great legacy project, and I think it'll be very special, or at least just special, is what the quote is. Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt said the new state ballroom would occupy the space currently housed by the East Wing of the Executive Mansion, where first ladies have traditionally maintained offices. Staff working from the location will be temporarily relocated. The rendering show the exterior of the ballroom jutting onto the south lawn with a colonnade running along one wall. A Palladian facade with columns and a pediment sits on the eastern wall. And then finally, the gold and white style closely mimics the Louis XIV style. I had to, in my mind, in my brain, in the moment, I had to do the math on the Roman numerals there. The white style closely mimics the Louis XIV style main event room at Mar-a-Lago, Trump's estate in Palm Beach. Trump has not shied away from drawing inspiration from his clubs. Of course he hasn't. Of course he hasn't. So this is one to watch. This is one. These predictions get made by people in my position. I'm assuming you have the same thoughts. What do you think? You can comment below. That'll help the algorithm to share this content with new viewers. On that note, by the way, if you're on Facebook, go follow me on Facebook. I'm starting to put these videos natively on Facebook. Everyone will post on my Facebook page, and you can share them there, not with a YouTube link that nobody sees. Facebook obviously wants to reward sharing content that's on their platform to keep people on the platform. So if they're going to be there, they might as well see good information. So you can do that there. I would appreciate it very much. You can also call my voicemail line, 714-576-4054. And of course, as always, you can email me daily at dollemore.com. I love and appreciate you very much. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for engaging with this content and this topic. I'll see you next time. Be genuine. Take care of one another.